This past Sunday night, I was blessed to celebrate Mass for the first time in Cambria, which is at the far north end of our diocese. And for many, many years, it's been the site of the spiritual life of migrant workers who come up north every summer to work in our local canneries. Most of them are from Texas. And there's a Mass there on Sunday night, and it's a place for them to gather and to pray and to be connected to the Lord and the church. So last night, it was wonderful to be there with them, to get to know them a little bit. Many of them have been coming here for years. And it gave me pause to think about how grateful we are to all the people who feed us. So I'm thinking of farmers, agricultural laborers, migrant workers, those who process and move and sell our food. It's quite the chain, as we know during these times of COVID, how that food chain has been disrupted, and it's a challenge for many. We also think of the people who are undernourished or even malnourished, both in our country and around the world. There's no shortage of food in the world. It's just getting it to people in the midst of all the obstacles that face us. It also reminds me of just the plight of our farmers and how family farms especially have been so economically hit of late, to the point where it's difficult to even make a go of it. So I'm hoping that we can re-inaugurate the National Rural Life Conference chapter here in the diocese, and to think of creative and helpful ways that we can really be of greater support to our farmers. So much of our diocese is rural. So just a big shout out to our farmers, to those who work on farms, to the migrant workers, to everyone who helps to feed us. It's truly an act of charity and an integral part of making their invaluable contribution to the kingdom of God and to their brothers and sisters. But in a very special way, just lift up all the migrant workers who faithfully work here in our diocese very hard, so that all of us can eat and have a life that comes to us. We think of the spiritual life that comes from the Eucharist, the bread of life, but also the life that comes to us through the food we eat to nourish our bodies so that we can do the will of God.